What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Camilo. I hope you guys are well. So we're going to review the SPY and the Qs using our preferred method of technical analysis, which is the Elliott wave principle. Now, if you're new to the channel, what we normally do here is we review two counts for each of the charts, a bearish count and a bullish count. In this case, the bullish count will suggest that we have found support and we're starting to head on higher. And the bearish count will suggest that we're going to hit resistance very soon and we're going to head on lower. Okay, guys, so before we dive into the analysis, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up as it helps the channel grow, and I thank you so much for that in advance. Now, the bearish count. Okay, let's take a quick step back here, real quick, right? And let's take a look at the count that we're favoring, right? The count that we're favoring says that this is the wave one. Actually, let me turn this off before this confuses everybody. So the count that we are favoring is that this is the wave one, wave two, three, and the February 24th was our low in the wave four. And now we're looking for the resumption to the upside. Okay. The other count that we're looking at, guys, is that this is still the wave three. All right. This is the ongoing wave four. So this is A, B, and C. Okay. Again, A, this is the wave B, and this is the wave C. Now, you may be asking, so how do we know what level to look for in order for us to determine which count we are currently in? Okay, so that's what we're going to review today. So let's take us down to the 1 hour time frame in the bullish count. We're going to review that count first. I'm going to show you guys the level, and then I'm going to transition into the bearish count, and then I'm going to show you that level become a resistance area. Okay, so I'm going to turn on our main count, which is the bullish count, and we're going to review price action from our January top. So since then, we created a trend line resistance. So down in A, up in B, confirmed resistance line, which I've been noting here in the channel for a very, very long time, that this was a critical area to look for us to break to the upside. Now, the wave W completed here on January the 24th, three waves up to the X, which confirmed the the trend line resistance, A, B, C down to Y of 4, which again came into a support zone of 38.2% retracement at 412.71. Now, this price structure here was extremely tricky to track. Okay, at first, back here on the high of March the 3rd, we counted this as a wave 1. All right, normally we want to see a wave 2 pull back to a 23 to a 38.2%, pushing it to a 50. Okay, but this freaking wave 2 pullback gave us a zone or a pullback to the 78.6, which is a pretty deep correction for a wave 2. Okay, normally we don't see that. At that point, we start discounting the possibility that this is a wave 2 and rather the continuation to the downside. However, the SPY held the high here of February the 24th while the Qs did break the low. So there was a mixed signal on both charts across the board. Also, some charts were breaking the low of February while others were holding its highs. So we couldn't really determine and give a specific zone that this is it and that we were going to see price action head on higher. What was helping us, however, was divergence. Okay, here we see that the price action held its high while RSI was also holding its higher highs. Now, what we're gonna do the following. Okay, we're gonna count the waves from our March the 14th low, and I'm gonna say that we're still looking for a wave 3 to the upside to a 1618, which is the extension from wave 1 to the 2. We get the 1618. I don't think 100% is the level to look for because we've already surpassed it, and that'll give way for a very shallow wave 4 of this degree, right? Which means that we will overlap into the wave 1. So for that reason, I anticipate that we're still going to see for the price action to the upside. Maybe sometime in this week we will see resistance, or maybe we will not see it hit towards the 1618. Rather, we see resistance and then head on lower. So for that, let's take a quick look at the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so from our March 14th, we went up in 1, down in 2. We broke the resistance trend line that I noted earlier in the video. We held the 50% retracement support in this wave 2, and now we are looking for this wave 3 to complete at the 1618. Okay, so if you note here in divergence, right, in the RSI, we see that we've already made an extreme. We're looking very weak essentially in the wave in the final wave 3. So that tells me that perhaps if I take you down to the 15-minute time frame, that this is our let me do this here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, given that this is going to be a wave 4 pullback, I am anticipating, just like in the higher degree time frame that I showed you guys, wave 4s normally gravitate down towards its wave 4s of the lesser degree. I am anticipating that this wave 4 pullback comes down towards the 38.2, which is right at the previous wave 4 support at 440.53. So keep that in mind, guys. 440.53 should be our level to look for in order for us to find a wave 4 pullback of this minor degree before we see resumption to the upside to complete the wave 3 of the minor degree. Okay, again, we should see price action hold this support area, at the very least come down to the 50% retracement. Okay, and our level to look for in order for us to maintain our level, our conviction to the bullish side, are the following. There's two zones that I want to keep you, get your attention to. So this wave 1 high and the previous wave 4 support. If by any chance we start seeing price action unfold lower but impulsively, okay, we break this first level of support, okay, and then we break this other support area, then at that point we have to assume, guys, that we are either going to fall to the downside further, which brings me to our bearish count. Okay, so the alternate count here will suggest that I'm going to take you back up to the 1 hour time frame so you can take a look at the wider picture. So same deal, right? Third wave 3 high, A, B, C to the B, right? I don't anticipate, look, if we keep on going higher, okay, then that'll also discount this possibility. Why is that? Because we've already reached a 1272 external retracement resistance of the wave A, of retracement of wave of A and B. Okay, we've already surpassed the 100% extension of wave C versus A versus B. Okay, and we are at the 618 of the entire wave A. Okay, so we are already in the critical area for this count to say maybe this is not it if we continue pushing on higher. Okay, but you see, we are looking at divergence in the 1 hour time frame. Therefore, we are anticipating for this to roll over coming into, the better half of this week, either by tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday, whichever it is. All right, and as I mentioned, we must hold these zones. I'm going to bring them here also. So we got to hold this area here, and we have to hold this area here. Sorry, we have to break below this zone, and we have to break below this area. So 441 and 434 are our two levels in both the bullish count and the bearish count for us to hold in order for us to say, okay, they held, we're going up higher. This is the area where I am going to be loading the boat on the individual names. If you want to see those charts, jump over to Trending Waves. The link to a Discord group is pinned down in the comment section. And if you want regular updates for the SPY and the Qs, I encourage you and invite you over to the Discord group. The link to the Discord group is pinned down in the comment section once again. Okay, so this zone here is super, super important for the SPY to hold. Now let me jump over to the Qs and let's look at the alt count, which is the preferred count here, right? So as I mentioned before for the SPY, right? The SPY held its February 24th high, but the Qs didn't. The Qs broke below it. And they don't necessarily have to be in sync, right? One could be lagging, the other one could be leading, or vice versa, whichever it is, but they don't normally have to be in sync. In this case, they're not. In this case, we are looking for this intermediate wave 1 high to complete in the Qs. Now, let me take you down to 30-minute time frame. So out of our wave 4 of Y low, we get our first wave 1 down in 2. We're looking for the wave 3 to complete up to the 1618, and then we're going to see a potential wave 3-wave pullback to the wave 4, which will bring us to the zone right here, right? Again, because this is going to be, right, 1 2 so 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, wherever this completes, 3-wave pullback, hold this area, and then we go. All right, guys, so I'm gonna draw a horizontal line for you guys to look for this 346.27 area as an alternative. All right, we got to hold the wave 1 high. Again, just like in the SPY, the zone is super critical. All right, just because we see, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, here you go. So Another level that potentially will hold is this trend line, right? I don't think so, because that'll mean that we will break below this wave one. So ignore that what I said. Never mind. My apologies, guys. All right. So hopping over to the bearish count. Oops, not it. There we go. Where is it? Did I fix it here? Oh, I didn't fix it. My bad, guys. I didn't update this. Well, in this bearish count here, let me just delete this, and I'll work here with you guys. So this will still mean that we are in a, this will be X, okay? And we're still gonna look for a price action for the downside. Same deal as in the SPY. Okay, guys, we will be looking for resistance somewhere in the, let's take a look. Oh, this is W. There you go. Let me delete this. So I didn't update the chart, my apologies, but just like in the SPY, we are going to be looking for WX. So we're going to look for a potential support or resistance zone between the 50% and the 618, okay, which comes in at 350 at 76 and 369.04. Okay, at which point we see a rollover and we want to maintain the highs. Like I explained to you in the SPY, we want to maintain the high, we want to maintain support at the previous wave 4 and the wave 1. So anything between the zone, okay, anything between the zone is going to give us an idea, right? If we hold this area, that we should be resuming to the upside. Now I got to update this chart for the members, so I'm going to undo all of this, and I'm going to post this chart for you guys in the Discord group. My bad, I did not update this here, so please excuse me on that one, but you get the idea, right, guys? So we're going to be looking for the zone, for this area between 346 and 338 to hold that support, and we're going to look for the SPY. Our zones are 441 and 434 to hold as our support zones as well. All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your time. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the Discord group. Take care. See you. Take care. Bye.